Hey everyone, Tarum here, just doing another basic guide video on another job that we just hit max level with, and that is going to be the Red Mage today. Now, Red Mage has actually been a class I've been playing pretty much since it came out in Stormblood, and it's one that I've rated on both in Stormblood and also Shadowbringers, so it's one that I have the most knowledge on. So just some quick things to go over. I'll go over a quick opener, and then we'll also talk about just some pros and cons of it. We might actually just do the pros and cons first. If you liked Red Mage before, you'll still like it now. It pretty much plays exactly the same. There's really nothing different to the actual job itself. The only difference is really being that you get some flashy new animations for your spells. You also get AoE on all your, basically your finishing magic damage after your melee combo. And then Resolution is just a insanely high line AoE like Apex Arrow that does 700 potency, and it looks really cool. So overall, can't really complain about the job. The only downside that I think that makes the job a little bit harder is their burst windows are very tight. You have a lot of GCDs that you're pumping into your burst windows. But other than that, if you liked it before, you'll like it now. So I really want to just kind of show a opener here that I've been kind of running with the last couple extremes that I've been running. Again, this is not a tried and true opener, and I'm sure it can be tweaked. One thing I have noticed from what I've at least been hearing from Ninja mains is that Trick Attack is on around the 4th or 5th, between 4th and 5th GCD, so your Embolden is going to be around the same time frame as that. So that being said, you're going to still do the same thing as before. You're going to pre-open with a hard cast, either Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow. I always do Ver Thunder for whatever reason. And then you're going to use Acceleration. Also, I didn't mention Acceleration is no longer a 3-stack guarantee. You'll get either Ver Stone or Ver Fire. It is now 1 stack, but it makes your next Ver Thunder or your next ability in that regards instant cast. And if you use Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow, it is an instant proc that it will give you Ver Stone or Ver Fire. So you're not going to want to pre-open with that. You will actually still want to hard cast a 5 seconds pre-pull, use Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow, followed by an immediate Ver Arrow or Ver Thunder, whichever one you don't use. In this case, I'm going to use Ver Thunder and then Ver Arrow. And then you're going to, between those two GCs, you're going to use Acceleration. And then you're going to go ahead and do your Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow, whichever one didn't proc, because you don't really want to overwrite Ver Stone or Ver Fire. In any case, if you, let's say for some reason we get lucky and we get both of them, we're going to have to overwrite one because we want to start the Acceleration cooldown. Let that can at least go because you don't want to start losing some of those. So after you do your very first opener, Ver Thunder, then Ver Arrow, Acceleration, and then you're going to use Ver Thunder. We're going to use, for example, you're going to then go into Embolden. You're going to go into your pot window. And then after your pot window, you're going to do another your proc, which would be in this case Ver Fire, and then Ver Arrow, and then you're going to use Embolden, and then immediately Magnification goes straight into your opener, your melee combo. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of demonstrate that as best I can while talking it through, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm going to pre-open with Ver Thunder, immediately Ver Arrow, and Acceleration afterwards. And I got no proc, so Ver Thunder, Pot, and then I'm going to use Ver Fire into Ver Arrow, Embolden, and Magnification. Dash in, do my melee combo, and in between I'm going to use as many of my off GCDs as I possibly can. Not overcapping there, use Ver Flare, Resolution, and then now we just go back into normal rotation. So we just do like normal Red Mage things. Now what you can do, yeah, I didn't get a proc there, I could have used an Acceleration. That'll make sure that I can still keep getting procs, because using Jolt is not very potency efficient. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not really going to like do too many things. Use Fletch and go ahead and go back into a melee combo. I actually messed up because I didn't count that right, so that's what happens when I talk and do this thing. So, but that's pretty much going to be, you're going to be doing the same thing as you normally do. Nothing too fancy on Red Mage. Pretty much anything that you were doing before, you're going to do again. Now, couple tips that I have noticed in using the job at level 90 and in extreme trials is your very first opener, you're only going to be able to get one melee combo off. There's no other way around it. You're pretty much just going to have to suck it up, basically. However, your subsequent ones, you can, in theory, stack to get your mana high enough to actually be able to do 2 melee combos in your emboldened window. Now, in order to do that, you are going to have to delay emboldened by a hair. So basically what you would do, depending on where you're at in mana wise, let's say I'm able to do a melee combo right now. I have 50-50 mana, and I have both Manification and Embolden up. What you would do is actually you would do your 1, 2, 3 on your melee first, and then you would pop Embolden. And the reason for that is because if I popped Embolden at the beginning of my melee combo, it actually isn't going to cap all of the magic attacks after your melee combo. So like your Verholy Flare, your Scourge, and your Resolution, which are your highest hitting attacks. You'd want those on that, and I'd rather get 2 resolutions in your emboldened window if possible. So you have to basically delay when you pop it. You can't pop this and then go straight into melee. You have to delay it after your the first melee, then you pop. Go into your magic phase part of it, Manification, 1, 2, 3, Verholy Fire, or Verholy Flare, Scorch, and then Resolution. So as you can see in burst phase windows, in your emboldened windows, it is extremely busy. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as the other jobs. There's nothing different from Shadowbringers. You definitely don't want to not overcap on acceleration. You also don't want to overcap on corpse or engagement. And you also, if you don't get procs, and let's say you don't have any accelerations, you do want to still use Swiftcast to do Ver Thunder or Ver Arrow, because it's still a potency, it's still a DPS increase by using it in that fashion. So that's pretty much my guide on Red Mage, like just a quick basic overview on Red Mage. It seems like every time I do the video, I always mess up the opener. So what I'll do is I'll go on FF14 rotation, put the rotation down below in the description, so you guys can take a look at it there. And with that being said, that covers the Red Mage. I'm still working on Black Mage. I'm not sure if I'll do a quick guide on that one or not. I did also get Sage to max level. I have been doing stuff on that, so I may do like my first impressions on Sage. I do have quite a other bit of jobs that I'll be leveling, so we'll kind of post some things around the channel here and there. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It does help me out. For those that have been recently subscribing on the last video with the summoner, I greatly appreciate that. Also, make sure you give this video a like if you did like everything, and leave your comments below. Let me know if you have anything to add on the Red Mage. Maybe there's something I forgot, or if there's anything else you'd like me to do or add. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head off for now, and I'll see everybody in the next video. And until then, see ya.